Hello fellow Helldivers, Thornton here, and today we're going to be talking about the evolution of the bugs, a brand new major order, and finally how we're going to get one of the best stratagems in the game. We're going to go over all of that, but without further ado, let's talk about Helldivers 2 and all the new content coming. So right now, fellow Helldivers, we've got a bit of a tricky situation, especially when it comes to the next major order and, what it means for our new stratagems coming into the game. But before we go over that, there was a new update on more buffs and nerfs for the September 17th update, and I'm going to go ahead and let Johan go ahead and tell you guys what to expect with the Rocket Devastators.
My name is Johan Pilestad.
And I'm Niklas Manborg.
Today we're diving into the patch notes of Helldivers 2.
So the Rocket Devastators, they have limited ammo. When they fire a rocket, you'll see one go away. I think they can only fire like 3 bursts or something, and then they need to reload because they have an extra pack. They can reload once. We should also mention, the collision of the rockets is smaller.
Okay, so...
We reduced it by 80%.
Okay. Do gunships as well run out of ammo now?
Yes.
So basically, I'm hiding behind a rock. They blow their load all over me, and then I can move out of cover.
Yes.
Yeah, it'll be a little bit of a walk of shame, but I think that's nice.
Now, interestingly enough, you guys might have noticed, this isn't so much a buff, but as Baskinator points out, this seems a little bit more like a nerf. They now have a limited number of rockets, and you can see them disappear when they are spent. A reload mechanic is added from their backpack to replenish the rockets. In addition, the rocket physics collision is now smaller, making them easier to avoid. Interestingly enough, this is a pretty interesting way of going about it, and let me know down below if you guys like this change or not. But what's even bigger is the fact that we have, well, a new major order. You might have noticed it, we've got to kill about 45 million bile spewers and 100 million warriors, as the raw terminated population levels are at unstable levels, threatening to reach exponentially explosive rates of reproduction, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. But we actually kind of need to avoid this major order right now, and we instead need to focus on a mission order briefing slash side mission, which I think is really cool. We gotta go ahead and take over the automaton controlled planets Tarsh and Mastia, which contain significant manufactories producing polystyrene foam. The reason that this is important is because it will allow us to unlock the orbital napalm barrage. They are giving us a second chance to do so, and then when we unlock that, well, then we can go complete the major order and we'll have a way better tool to do it. If you haven't seen the orbital napalm barrage, or you missed out when we got to try it out for free, I'll play a clip right here and you can just see how devastating it is going to be against the Terminids.
Firing orbital barrage. Clear the area.
That is definitely the confusion that's going on right now. We need to go ahead and take out the automaton factories. Once we do that, then we complete the terminated major order and we have a better arsenal of tools. That being said, the reason why we also need this is because the Gloom is continuing to spread on the Terminid side, and with it, we are going to get brand new enemy types, and I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys a little bit about what to expect with the evolution of the bugs in that regard. It does look like the Gloom is going to be something that's already been teased by Arrowhead. As they were actually asked recently, they're working on a planetary modifier that will see new lethal variants of some of our existing bug spawns. I'm pleased with how they are turning out, and I think they will present a unique challenge for the Helldivers. Another enemy I've worked on is the Impaler, which I will not say more about at this point. Obviously, this was a question asked before the new Escalation of Freedom, where they did talk about the Impaler that they've been working on, and that the Gloom is going to be something that modifies the Terminid enemies into something much more dangerous. And we actually have an idea of what some of these ones coming in are going to be. For instance, Iron Sights found the Bile Charger, which is a mutated form of the Charger in game, as you can see here, that is going to go ahead and drop acid on us, and it looks like the Gloom is going to be responsible for this coming in. Along with that, there are game files for a Bug Dragon, which seems to be very large, and yes, it will be a brand new flying target, which seems pretty interesting. Along with that, it seems like it's a scout, as it has the ability to raise a threat and then also warn allies. But the big question is, since this is on the Terminid side of the map, is it gonna make its way to the Meridia Black Hole, which has been, the last major story beat we got involving the Illuminate to some capacity, capacity? And what would happen if the Gloom got into the other side? Is it possible this is what kicks off the war between Super Earth and the Illuminate, as we have seen Iron Sights actually post tripods in game? Apparently this is going to be as big as a Bile Titan, which is absolutely terrifying and could be the thing that escalates the war further. We do actually have some early data mine information from a Coretta Kelly broadcast, and we'll play it in the video right here so you guys can hear what's coming. If you don't want to know what is going on with the Gloom and what our plan is to fight it, you can turn away now, but you will be in for a little bit of a shock and surprise to see what exactly is going to be the outcome of the Gloom.
Good evening. I'm your host, Coretta Kelly. Today, the mysterious cloud of spores known as the Gloom finally showed signs of slowing its growth. The cloud, which began emanating from the core of the Terminid quarantine zone last week, has doubled in size almost every day and now encompasses nearly a dozen solar systems. All attempts to peer into the Gloom so far have failed, and military probes sent inside have all quickly ceased broadcasting. Experts speculate that the Gloom could be some kind of mutation incubator, supercharging the already extremely high rate of Terminid evolution. Currently, efforts are underway to construct a sturdier probe by insulating it in several layers of aluminum foil. That's Liberty's latest. I'm Coretta Kelly.
So that's all the news that you guys need to know about Helldivers 2 today. That being said, we're going to go ahead and move into some of the fun gameplay and clips. Remember to submit any that you guys want to see on screen. Feel free to do so. But without further ado, let's watch the best highlights of the last couple of days of Helldivers 2 players. Let me know down below, what are your thoughts on the Orbital Napalm Barrage? How do you feel about new bug evolution forms? And also, how are you enjoying the game right now? And what do you think about the upcoming buffs and nerfs? Also, don't forget to check out this video right here and this video right here where I cover more news and information on Helldivers 2. And until next time, everyone, thanks for stopping by. Keep spreading democracy.